Hello, good morning. It's me, Kimberly. Here I am with the third book. This one is the Colourist Special Effects by Helen Elliston. This book is the color interior version. There's two versions, this one and the grayscale. The artist recommends this book instead of the grayscale because you can actually see the artwork in the effects of the color. Okay, so let's get started. The cover is a matte finish, slightly smooth texture. The pages are copy pages. It is printed at the Amazon warehouse, I'm assuming, because on the back page, every book that's printed there always comes with the Made in USA, Lexington, Kentucky, and the date that it was printed on. So the first page says, welcome to the special effects, and then for those who love to color, the book is bursting with a guide, her website, and then it talks about that the paper is good for both pencils, soft and oil pastels, and for pens. It tells you to place a strong sheet of paper underneath for markers, and it could even hold some paint, PVA glue, and nail polish when applied over a pen or pencil base. Okay? And then it tells you to check out her range of coloring books. And then obviously the copyright. And that's pretty much it. And then it says, please respect her artwork by not posting photographs of the individual pages, page guide entirety without her permission. And then here it has the index telling you which subjects she talks about. And then it just jumps straight into everything. So the first thing is shading and gradients. It gives you sections to practice. And then it talks about blending one color and stuff like that. Sorry, my book bent. 3D boxes and spheres. This is a section that a lot of people I know struggle with and will find this very beneficial. It's the hair, lips, and skin tone. And she gives you this lovely step-by-step guide on how to make the eyes look realistic. The part that I want to be, oh, it does. She talks about how to color the eye inside as well, besides the outside area for shading. And then she gives you a little tip here on how to do the different white effects inside the eye. And then you have this page for lips. And then she does sunglasses. She does clear and dark looking on how to give you the reflections. And then here's her skin tones as she does it layer by layer. And then it'll give you this final effect down here. And then you have two practice pages for it. And then you have the hair. And then you have this nice page to practice on as well. And then she talks about nature, how to do the raindrops, the air bubbles, the butterflies, the red rose, Then you have the soft flower highlights, outlined clouds. Then how to get a multi-colored glossy mushroom effect. And then colorful soap bubbles, floating bubbles. This one is a favorite of mine, which is the mermaid tail, or scales even. As I said before, I have to break this down because it's very hard to fold the pages after a certain point. You have animal fur, and then you have the translucent fairy wings, which is another thing that a lot of people tend to struggle with. And then she gives you this page to practice all those techniques on. And then you go into your 3D shapes and objects. So you have your bows, your wine goblets, balloons, a girl's dress, and again, some of the stuff that you learned, you can apply to the techniques on this page also. And then you have the crown and fire. And again, more practice pages where you can apply those previous techniques. A glowing lantern. Now you have the Chrome It Up section. Basically, this is an area that teaches you how to cast shadows, highlights, change the effects of the item from a flat, dull surface to a nice 3D kind of popping at you chrome feature, which is not an easy thing to do. And then you have the glass look teardrops. Now this one is another section that people tend to struggle with or want to learn more about. So she goes in depth on how to do the gemstones. And then you have the glassy heart. And then you have the glinting crystals. And then you have ruby and emerald. She even teaches you how to draw one, meaning the little rivets or facet lines. Then you have your gem bugs. And then your fish, and then pearls. Polished amber glass. And then you have black diamonds. And then last but not least, an outer space looking one. And then you have this page to practice all your techniques on, along with this one. Then she goes into backgrounds and embellishments. Snow. Stained glass effect. Give a flat coloring a boost. How to do a red sunset over blue waters. Soft water background effects. Oh, this is cool, actually. I like how she uses different borders. If you use different types of scissors that have those different shapes on them, and you cut a piece of paper, and let's say you have a flat background area like this, where this is open, and you want to make something with waves or other things, or even clouds or circles, you can use those borders to do those different shapes. So here you have clouds, you have waves, then you can do a flat fan-like surface, you can do a crossboard, and then overlapping layers of soft waves, and then you can do the doilies, leaves, mountain peaks, and circles. That's actually very cool. I didn't see that before. Then you have the shimmering ripple ocean water, wax resist starry black background. Interesting. I'll have to look at that one more. Bright galactic stars, fairy dust trails, wood grain, contemporary twist. Not sure what that means. Rubbing and dots, sorry. And then, oh, okay, yes. This is the one where she talks about adding texture. So you can add like a leaf background, or take something that has a textured surface and put it underneath the paper to give it that effect. Another thing you can use, I saw this in one of the other books, they suggest like charms or something like that. Me, since I have stamps, they're little tiny thin acrylic stamps, you can use those for the background also, with the different shapes and stuff. You can put them in the border, the corner, or run it around the page also for another use of it. Placing the stamp underneath and then just rubbing the pencil color or something over it. Shadows, creating those dark lines behind to make it come up more. Pretty moon and stars background. Marker pen background. This one is a fun one, fireworks. So here's this page where you could practice on. You could maybe make a background that's kind of dark maybe, and maybe put some fireworks if you wish. And then she gives you your own little color wheel to color. And then back here you have these practice pages. And then these little cards that say this picture was colored by, cut them out, and you put them next to the picture or artwork. You can use this as a color chart for pencils. She gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here's another color chart. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then the end page, and then the back of the book. Okay, so thank you for watching.